When I was in middle school, we had these thing called roast sessions where we would insult each other viciously and brutally. And I went to a primarily black middle school. Most black people were there. There was no white kids, just black people. So primarily, we were all roasting each other. And this was fun. Until one day, one of the bigger kids that got roasted, who didn't have that many comebacks, said, "This is really bad. I hate this. Could you guys please stop insulting me?" And we said, "Porky Pig, shut up. We don't care about your big body built." And we just started roasting them, destroying them, just annihilating them. We kept tossing them. We said, "How about you get a straw and suck up the ocean so you can cry a little bit more so you don't get dehydrated, Porky Pig." We just started roasting them up. We started annihilating them, tearing them apart. And then one of his friends said, "Oh, I know you ain't talking. You look like beef jerky in a jumpsuit." And I said, "Woo-wee, I know you ain't talking on musty teeth." And we just started going back and forth and roasting each other. And that, for the most part, was what I thought was kids. Until I hung out with some Caucasian kids when I went to the next grade up. One of my Caucasian friends fell from a tree. And I said, "Ooh boy, you ain't got no grippers on you, do you? Look at you falling." And I just started roasting them and insulting them. Everybody else was saying, "Why are you saying that to him?" And I said, "He's supposed to riff back." He was confused. Did that with another group of Caucasian friends, and another group of Caucasian friends, and another group of Caucasian friends. One time with a few Asian friends, each result the same. With my black friends, we all start riffing against each other, as if it was a joyous thing to insult each other and enjoy it. We just did that over and over again. Over and over again. Freshman year of high school. Freshman year of high school happens. That big kid, me and him are friends. I don't insult him as deeply as much my other friends do. And one day, we're at home playing Gears of War 2 on the Xbox 360. And he says, "Hey man, can you get the friends to stop? Can you get Derek and them to stop, man? It really hurts my feelings when they talk bad about me." And I said, "Big boy, you gotta chill out, man. They just joshing around. They just messing around." He said, "No, it really hurts. Like, it makes me sad. It makes me sad I can't explain." And I said, "I will try to talk to him." I try to talk to them, they insulted me, but they're teenagers. They don't know much about the nuances of mental health. They're teenagers. It's freshmen. They don't know nothing about that. My friend ended up taking up to harming himself with a razor blade. After that was sad for me. I didn't know how to help him. Had no idea. And until they saw the scars, that is when they slowed down a little bit. I'm lying. They didn't slow down. They actually made it worse. "Oh, you're hurting yourself so you can get the oil out your body so you can get skinnier." Upon seeing the scars, it got worse. Because the only way to stop the emotional and mental pain was to inflict physical pain upon himself. He was sad. He was depressed. And I didn't acknowledge this at all. All black kids. So we started hanging out around Caucasian people. Caucasian friends didn't make fun of him. They liked him for his big weight. They encouraged him, said, "You are big and beautiful. Don't worry about it." Great for men's mental health. Amazing. I love that. That's really great. Then after that, he hung out with the black friends again. To losing a little bit of weight, they still insulted him about other facets about his life that he didn't even recognize. "Your eyes too far apart. Your hairline is messed up. You smell funny." Things he didn't even acknowledge. After that, my friend had taken his life. Junior year, my friend had taken his life because of the insults and things of that nature. Because of the core friend group. You know what my friend said? He wasn't strong enough. Exactly what he said. They said he wasn't strong enough. And that sucks. That hurts. That ruins me a little bit. That's a bit depressing, isn't it? That sucks. Years later after that, I become homeless. Hit up my friends and they say, "Oh man, you can afford a PlayStation, but you can't afford the house." I said, "Yeah, I ain't got no place to stay, man. Hey, you got any like jobs or something like that?" Said, "Sorry, they don't hire bums. Ain't you a bum now? That's crazy." Insult me and berate me at my lowest point in order to strengthen me, it seemed. Because that's how black culture has worked for me. Personally. I do not know the main bulk of black culture, but I do know from what I see everywhere, black culture is to insult each other so we grow stronger from our struggle. And then after growing stronger from our struggle, we use that as material for jokes so to become stronger or better or faster creatures. That's weird. Taking that pain, that insult, that disrespect to each other and using that as a building block, a foundation to become stronger. The molding clay that bonds us is trauma. That's generational trauma throughout an entire race. Black culture is not good for your mental health. That is horrible. It's evil. The glorified commodification of rap culture, in which they hypothesize that, oh, if I am evil to other black people, I will be loved by the world, where they commodify the ability to be a gangbanger or a gang member, where they do these things. And where we get people that are culture vultures like Drake or Jack Harlow, people that want to become so deeply a part of hip-hop culture that they end up becoming a caricature of what a black person is, to the point where the reality of the situation is much more nuanced than that. I don't think gangbangers or gang members even want to be gangbangers. They just want money, or they want territory. They want to feel important. I don't think that we even want to buy Gucci, but we want to be acknowledged and represented and respected, so we spend exorbitant amounts of money to be shown off, to show that we have it. We don't need you guys. We have it. And it's bad for your mental health, because you spent $5,000 on a pair of shoes and now you got to worry about your next meal. That's not good for your mental health. Black culture, it's not good for your mental health. That's disrespectful to yourself. It hurts. It hurts deeply, because I am ingrained in black culture. I was a Crip. When I was younger, I was a Crip. I sold drugs. I did nonsense when I was young. I did horrible things. I robbed people, committed a variety of felonies. I did horrible things. Horrible, evil things to people. Evil, evil things. I grew up in Detroit, then partially in Toledo, Ohio, then back to Detroit. I did evil, bad things to people. That's what I did. Really, I did. I've changed now. I've grown. That's not good. Because the people I've hurt have approached me again, and they said how deeply it affected them. But that's feminine to talk about your mental health. It's feminine to be in tune with your emotions. It's weak to talk about you're angry about something, but you don't want to be violent about the anger. You want to be respectful about your own anger. That's weak. That's feminine. That's weak. I've spent my entire life trying to prove to people that I am worth more than the color of my skin. Despite the fact that I hate this statement deeply, I have to admit to myself, no matter what I do, that I am a nigga first and everything else second. When personally, I believe that I'm a person first and then everything else second. It is not good. Black culture is not good, from the roasting to the gang violence, to the commodification of black culture, to the fact that people make jokes at the expense of us, to even the fact that we had to reclaim a slur and use it as a term of camaraderie, but the slur is still there. Even if you put power back into the word is still there. We popularized it to the point that they're mad they can't say it without some backlash. Because there is freedom of speech, but there's also result of consequence. Freedom of speech is real, obviously. You can say whatever you want to. I don't care what you say. You can say whatever you want. That guy might care, though. He might. And there is a consequence to that. It might be violent. Well, why are black guys so violent? Because that's all we can be. We try to be in touch with our emotions. We try to do that. We try to speak up. We're called feminine by everyone, even members of our own race. It's homosexual. No Diddy, you can't talk about your emotions. You can't say you love your homies. You can't give your homie a high five or hug him. No Diddy. No homo. Pause. You said you love me? Pause. You can't do that. This is not good for your mental health. Black culture is this. That's what it is. What do you think black culture is? Uplifting each other? No, it's not. I thought it was that. I went to church and I didn't wear a suit. Well, you gotta come dressed and well respected, or else we're gonna tear you apart and say your mama let you dress like that? Your hairline's messed up. Your teeth look messed up. That's not uplifting. Black person doing good? Oh, that's amazing. We'll support you. No, you won't. You haven't supported me. Most of my fans, I check my demographics, I check my analytics. For some reason, most of my fans are Caucasian males between the ages of 14 and 25. That is most of my demographic. Why is that? Is it because I don't talk about black issues? No, that's not it. That's because I tried to reach out to my homies and talk to black people, but they don't want to hear me speak. Why you talk like that, cuz? Hey, cuz, why you talk like that? You talk like white dude, man. You talk like white dude. That's what I hear. That's what I hear. The vernacular in which I speak, the cadence of my voice, is not appeasing. Because I'm not a caricature. And it sucks. Because I love black people. Deeply, I do. More than anything, I truly do. I see a black person in public immediately. We linking up immediately. We are home. We are locked in. Truly, we are. Without a doubt, we are locked in. Without a doubt, we are locked in. Because we have the same trauma. We understand at a core essence what it means to be black in America. We understand that. I'm black passing. I pass as a black person, so I know what it means to be black. That's what it means. If you pass as a minority, you know what that means. It sucks. To be stopped for no reason. To be profiled at a job. To be told your hair is unkempt and unclean when another person has long, crazy hair. And you can't even wear an afro without your boss telling you should probably get braids. But then you get braids and they say it's an unprofessional hairstyle because you're wearing a do-rag with the braids to protect them. So they say the do-rag is not work appropriate. So now you got to have braids all out and nasty. You should probably put a do-rag on, especially a silk do-rag to keep your hair good. Because that's what a hairstylist told you to do, but you can't do that at work. Black culture is not good for mental health. Because America made black culture not good for mental health. And that sucks. It's really bad that we have to insult each other, to uplift each other, to destroy each other, to rebuild each other. It's horrifying. And I hate it. I'm not a fan of this. I don't want to be here anymore.